Detective Comics issue 1022 sees Two-Face welcome the awakening Batman to the land of the living, talking to the hero about the coin being his compass and clarity. He tells his soldiers to go and do no good in the city as he gets back to telling Batman about the good and bad, and to experience one, you need to understand both. He says that Batman's understanding in all of this is lacking since he refuses to agree with Harvey's view of the world, and because of that, Harvey plans on giving Bruce a baptism of the mind and body by dropping him in a vat of acid. Batman says the battle he is waging with his inner demons is a losing battle, but Harvey knows that's not true, since one way or another there's always a winner. He flips the coin and it lands on the scratched side, causing him to dunk Batman into the acid. Batman lets it happen so it can burn away the ropes binding him, allowing him to free himself and fire off his gauntlet spikes that pierce the vat, spilling acid all over the church and burning the cult members. With his suit burning up, Batman quickly escapes from Two-Face, who demands his men lift him higher above the acid and up onto a balcony, telling his men to burn for him. Grabbing his belt, Batman swings across the room, fired on by Two-Face, who is angered the hero destroyed his church. Firing a zipline, Batman tells the burning men to grab a hold of the grapple and save their lives, as he escapes into the roof. As the men pull themselves up, Vice tells Harvey none were killed but several were wounded. Harvey knows that Batman saved them because he could escape and regroup to kill them all. He knows his church has been destroyed thanks to his overconfidence and lack of balance, but that won't be happening again. Elsewhere in the city, Harvey's men enact his do no good plan, wiring a bomb up to the still under construction children's hospital wing. One of the men refuses to keep going, knowing the blast will kill the children in the hospital wing next door. Because of this, his leader kicks him from the building, but Batman appears, saying that these men made the right choice to get their heads beaten in by him now. He takes all the men down, waving to the watching kids. Later, Batman hunts down the widow of one of the men, asking how a repeat offender like him was able to afford the luxury condo she now lives in. The woman says her husband was found to have a terminal cancer, but was given a special deal from an unknown benefactor, and all the man had to do was what this person says, and she and her family would be safe. She tells the hero of her children and how they are beginning college soon. Batman soon departs, saying that her money will stay with her as he returns to the Batmobile, where he has one of Two-Face's men in the trunk, telling them that he knows why the others chose suicide with the bombs in their head rather than being taken into custody. He notes the disciple is the only fully scarred disciple and wants the man to tell him how he met Harvey Dent. The man tells him about living on the streets with a buddy of his who saved him from drugs, and how one day they were going through the trash and they heard a gunshot, happening upon Harvey, who had shot himself in the head. Along with Harvey was a bag of money, and luckily Harvey was still alive, so they left it up to chance and flipped his coin, landing on the clean side. So they aided Harvey, planning on using his lair as their base of operations as they ransom Harvey off to the highest bidder. 2 days later, Joker arrives with money for them, saying that he might know someone who can save them, for a finder's fee of course. The men agree and they take the injured Harvey with Joker, who delivers him to his doctor, Hugo Strange, who lobotomizes Harvey, attaching a microchip provided by Mad Hatter to the bullet lodged in his brain, so that they can control him whenever they want. Joker says that Two-Face is a pawn in his big game now, and he's going to show Batman that in the end, only one mind can survive. The Disciple says that after this, Joker insisted that Versa and him help Two-Face form his church and go along with whatever Harvey wanted to do. Batman begins wondering what Joker is up to as the clown blows open a wall, allowing him entry into a Court of Owls sanctuary, where he looks to find a new recruit for his coming Joker war. Detective Comics issue 1022 was a really great action-heavy issue that included some real classic Batman stuff. I enjoyed how simple Two-Face's plan for Batman was. He was just gonna dunk him in some acid. It was like something you'd see in the Batman animated series or in the Batman 66 show. I loved how he escaped as well, and I loved his suit melting and how he continues to fight and even save Harvey's men from the acid, which I thought was a really neat touch on Tomasi's part. Harvey's story has been really great as well, and I've enjoyed his inner battle with himself, as well as the bullet that is slowly killing him, as well as the surprise ending, which has me looking forward to the Joker War tie-ins this book will be having in the near future. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.